The Hong Kong Residency by Investment is offering what is called an entrepreneur visa to qualified persons. Hong Kong is a special administration region, also called SAR, which basically stands for Special Administration Region. It exists as part of the People's Republic of China under One Country, Two Systems doctrine, negotiated in the Sino-British Joint Declaration and signed in 1984, but taken effect in 1997. If you'd like to check out other countries too, if you go to www.citizenshipquickly.com and look for the bar at the top where it says questions, and hit that and answer those questions and get them back to us, and we'll see what we can do to help you out. On the Hong Kong Residency by Investment, you, the applicant, should be in a position to make a substantial contribution to the economy of Hong Kong, and this contribution it's not actually a stated dollar amount. You would have to be expected to hire the Hong Kong nationals with your company. Your startup business may be considered favorably if it is supported by the government-backed program with a rigorous vetting and selection process. For example, to give you some examples of programs that would be administered pretty easy, are programs like the InQ App, InQ Bio, and InQ Tech programs administered by the Hong Kong Science and Technology Parks Corporation, or what's also called the Cyberport Incubation Program, or what's called the Small Entrepreneur Research Assistance Program and Enterprise Support Scheme, which is administered by the Innovative and Technology Commission. Another option you could look for too is anything dealing with Design Incubation Program administered by the Hong Kong Design Center. People who are successfully in actually applying for a visa can bring their spouse and dependent children under the age of 18 into this, provided they have sufficient funds and suitable accommodation. The limit on their stay is the same as the visa holder, who is officially the sponsor in this. A spouse holding a dependent visa can undertake any type of lawful employment in Hong Kong. The investment as entrepreneurs category sets out the entry requirement for persons who wish to enter or stay in the Hong Kong Special Administration Region as entrepreneurs to establish to join business in the HKSAR. The applicant should have a good education background, and this applicant will need to establish or join a startup business and be in a position to make a substantial contribution to Hong Kong's economy. It normally takes about 6 months to actually process the visa. Applicants will normally be granted a limited extended stay of 24 months. Applicants may apply to extend their stay in the HKSAR before their limit of stay expires. Applicants will only be considered if the applicants continue to meet the eligibility requirement under the entry for investment. An individual who has ordinarily resided in Hong Kong for a continuous period of no less than 7 years before or after the establishment of the HKSAR is eligible to apply for Hong Kong permanent residence, which then can apply for citizenship. And while China doesn't have a good passport, Hong Kong has got an excellent passport. Eligible applicants with the valid HKSAR permanent identity card may submit their replacement applications for the HKSAR passport. The government of Hong Kong does not state what the amount of the investment has to be, other than it has to be a substantial amount. This is a question that comes up a lot. The government's not real clear on this. It also has, Hong Kong is one of the highest per capita areas in the world, and they expect somebody to come in with a substantial amount of money if you're going to do this. It would depend on the type of business you're looking at, and we have a contact that's a good lawyer that can tell you the exact amount based on what you're actually doing. But Hong Kong has the highest number of billionaires per capita of any country in the world except for Monaco. Hong Kong has a great territorial tax system and only has a 16.5% corporate tax rate. That's for the year 2020, and that's for money that's generated in Hong Kong, and zero money that's made for, or zero money or taxes for income that's made outside of Hong Kong. I'm going to give you my evaluation of this residency by investment program, and it is as follows. Hong Kong has got a great passport with visa-free travel to the Shenzhen and the UK and Canada. It also allows dual citizenship and has a great territorial tax system in place. And it's one of the best places in the world to run a business from, whether you live there or not. The only big drawback is the passport's going to take you about 8 years to get. You're not guaranteed to get it. And one factor that you're going to have to consider is you're going to have to be familiar with the Chinese language. I always tell people, and I tell them always in past videos, remember, if you're looking to get a passport fast, I would not go this way. Remember, a fast passport or citizenship program has traits that I'm going to tell you right now that you really should be going for if you're in a rush to get a passport. And they are, number one is get a citizenship program that you know you can get as long as you have no civil or criminal problems. A lot of these residency by investment countries in this program, Hong Kong, it's not a citizenship by investment, it's a residency by investment program. They don't go exactly by the statutory period that they mention. Now, Hong Kong would be better than some of these Central American countries, but like I said, you're no guarantee to get the passport after the 8 years. You only have the ability to apply, and that's it. So, you could spend years and years and years there and not be successful in getting the passport. And number two is make sure that the country that you're applying with doesn't have any sort of military requirements to get the passport. And number three is make sure that the tax system that is in place either has a territorial tax system or is a pure tax haven. And Hong Kong is a territorial tax system. I will have to say this, they've got one of the best tax programs in the world, and even a low tax for any income that you make locally. And number four is make sure that there's no language gotcha in there where you've got to learn a foreign language. Chinese is a difficult language to learn, whether it's Cantonese or Mandarin. So, you've got to really spend a lot of time doing this. If you don't have the time to do it, don't go this route. I mean, this is not the way you want to go. And number five is always verify that the country will allow dual citizenship if you engage in that program. And Hong Kong does engage, will let you actually get dual citizenship. Chinese passport will not, but Hong Kong will allow it. If you want to, and number six is get into a passport program that has a lot of countries that are visa-free. At least allows the Shenzhen countries, because those are the main countries in Europe, because you don't want to have to get visas everywhere you go through Europe, and you would have to if it doesn't allow the Shenzhen countries visa-free travel. And Hong Kong does allow that, and it also gives you visa-free to Canada and most of the other major countries of the world. Anyway, if you want to learn more on how to legally get your taxes to zero or how to get a second passport and do it quick, I'm talking about as quick as 3 months, do three things. Hit the subscribe button to the right of your screen. You'll get new videos as they come out automatically. And number two is I'd like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. I'll see what I can do to help you out. And number three is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and hit the bar at the top that's got questions and fill those out, and then hit the button send, and we can help you out from there. If you're not interested in Hong Kong, we do have 67 total citizenship by investment and residency by investment countries. If you're not interested in Hong Kong, that you might be interested in otherwise. We're really very partial to the Caribbean countries because you can get the passports quick. I especially like St. Kitts because of the number of visa-free countries you can go to. It's a pure tax haven. You don't have to learn a second language if you already know English. And you can get it quick, like as quick as 4 months. And this is what you should be looking at. And then if you want to go for one of these residency by investment countries, it takes a long time and possibly never get it, then you've got a backup from getting one of these fast passports that you can get quick. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.